Hey viewers, welcome to VL Astrology. Once again, I'm Vanita Lenka. I'm a Vedic astrologer, and today I'm going to be discussing about the week 39 of the year 2022. And this is from the 19th to the 25th of September. And as usual, many events are going to be taking place. Like every week, there are certain events which are going to be bringing about or impacting us differently, or maybe, the impact is more or less. So all those things we are going to be discussing in this video. And I will be imparting my insights on the transits as well as the predictive. So many things happening, so many events taking place this week. I think this is a very important week. We have Mahalaya, that is a major event which is taking place once in a year. This day comes in. I have mentioned about what is the meaning of Mahalaya in the initial summary part. Please do look at that slide. You will get all the details there. I've also got a few spots still available for the Pitru Paksh, not the 25th, not the 24th, but in case you want, the timings will be odd. So let's see if at all you are wanting to book the Pitru Paksha Shradh, you can go in for that, the Pitra Tharpana. And we have moons ingress in 3 signs and 7 nakshatras. I'll be sharing my insights on the same as well. And in case you want to know what exactly is this week going to be, Venus is going to be transiting, changing signs, forming a Neechabhanga. So many important events this week. So stay tuned, and let's start with the predictive also in the letter segment. I'll be giving you a few remedies to do as well. So stay tuned. And in case you don't want to hear all this, the summary part about what exactly is happening this week, what is all this about, so you can straight away jump to your sign, that is Ascendant, Moon, or the Dasha Lord sign. So where your Dasha Lord is seated, you have to make that your first house and see from there how the planets are moving. Okay, so it could be that you are a Virgo rising otherwise, but you have a Dasha of Saturn. Saturn is in Gemini, so make Gemini your first house. All right, so that's how you should also see personalized way, okay. So let me start sharing the screen with you all and show you what the week is looking like. And in case you can't see the screen, please do let me know. Let me see if I can share it again, because there is always a problem, in this live sessions. So this is week 39. Number one is that we have Mercury entering Uttara Phalguni Nakshatra on the 19th of September, and it is going to be in Uttara Phalguni till the 14th of October. Sun will be entering Uttara Phalguni Nakshatra. It has already entered, in fact, from the 13th of September till the 27th of September. And Mars is going to enter Mrigasira Nakshatra, okay, from the 24th September to the 4th of December. So Mars is going to be in its own zone, its own den, that is its own nakshatra. So that becomes again a very important one. So it is going to be impacting us even more. More of aggression can be anticipated in people. So just stay calm, lie low. And in case, when the planets you feel are not favorable, so it's better to lie low, accept things, and just flow with the flow. The most event is that Venus is going to be shifting out from the sign of Leo and will be moving into the sign of Virgo. And there's a Neechabhanga also forming in the sign of Virgo. Why? Because it's going to be, first of all, conjunct Mercury, a retrograde Mercury, and then will be also conjunct Sun. So when Venus and Mercury are going to be together, so you will be inclined to be more focused on serious issues related to your relationship, your communication, alliances, negotiations will take place in business transactions. So this is a very beautiful time for the commerce, trade, selling, purchasing, music industry, glam industry. Why? Because it's a Neechabhanga also. Venus is an Avarohi Graha, will be reaching Virgo sign. And before to that, it is going to be at the same degrees as Saturn. Saturn is at 25 degrees, and so will be Venus in the Leo sign. Make a note, this will be the time that you will be realistic and sober about your relationship. You should be very attached to the people you are actually dealing with. You should take, maybe, you should work through the relationship at that time. You will become very serious about things. And then Venus will be moving into the sign of Virgo as well. So when Venus is in Virgo, so you will be more inventive in love, romance, and your competency is going to increase. You're going to be becoming very meticulous and calculative because it's a calculated sign. And Venus has nothing to do with calculations. He is very, very emotional, and he's very attached to people. Anyhow, I'll be making a separate video on the same, and will give you my insights. Will share my insights with you for that as well. And then Venus is going to be opposite Jupiter in Virgo sign. Not to forget, it's going to be conjunct Mercury and going to be opposite this Jupiter. So you can be more self-indulgent because Jupiter is also retrograding right now in the sky. So this will bring about awkward situations where you can be a little embarrassed. So make sure that you take control, take charge of the issues maybe which are unforeseen. So make sure that you take good care of the clashes. There can be clashes between the cultural issues. Maybe, there can be that religious issues will come up suddenly too much, and there will be clashes amongst people. And there can be that there are, sandwiches, like people will become like sandwiches trapped in the politics of people. So you have to be careful as to how you adapt to the news around you. There can be that there is a lot of fear mongering. There's a lot of, gossips and rumors which you go through during this combination of Venus, Mercury, and Jupiter as well. And then we have a new moon, which is happening, which is a Mahalaya, which is happening starting from 3:12 a.m. India time on September 25th till the September 26th, 3:24 a.m. Also, Mahalaya is a very important, it's a Shradha. It's done for those deceased family members who died on the Amavasya Tithi or Purnima Tithi or Chaturdashi Tithi, as we say. So if someone is not able to perform this, like on the other days, so one can do it for everyone on this day. It's like for Sarva Pitri, Shradha. So you can perform it's like, for the forgotten ancestors, we are remembering them, they're coming to bless us. That is why it is called the Sarva Pitri Moksha Amavasya, okay, the new moon. So this is a very important day. And then starts the very next day, starts the Navratris. As you know, Navratris are the 9 nights of the goddess. So we are heading to next week. Maybe I will be dressed in a very different manner. I'll dress up differently, and I might be getting a little late or a little earlier. I will try to do it earlier, the video on the next week, because I'll be traveling. So maybe I will look into that as well, that time, how I cope up. So Rahu and Ketu are changing Navamsa, not to forget that. They are going to be from Libra and Aries, Navamsa. They are going to be from they are going to be in Virgo and Pisces axis. So Virgo people have to be very careful when they are making decisions, because it's going to be a long one from 24th September till the 8th of January 2023. It's a long Navamsa position of Rahu and Ketu. Do watch all my videos I've made on Rahu Ketu. Several parts I've made on Saturn also, and on Jupiter also, and Rahu Ketu as well. Many parts are there. So you can just go and watch in the playlist. You will get the year 2021, 2022. There are the yearly playlists I've made. So you'll get all the videos there. And we have fall equinox for the northern hemisphere on the 23rd of September and spring equinox for the southern hemisphere, that is Australia, New Zealand, etc. As you know, it is the reverse. For them, it is fall, and then for us, it's spring, or it's like, spring, fall, like that. So for them, it is fall. It is fall in the March, equinox, and spring during the September equinox. So that's the difference. So it's again a very important one because the day and the night are the same. The duration is the same. So very important time. 2 times this happens in the year. Equinox, that is what is equal. The day and night duration is equal to 12 hours each. So this is what is the week like. And then Moon will be transiting through Gemini, aspected by Ketu on the 19th and the 20th. 21st, 22nd Cancer, aspected by Saturn. As you can see here, everything is here in the horoscope. 23rd to the 25th in Leo, conjunct Venus, aspected by Mars. And then they both move into the sign of Virgo on the 24th and like somewhere around 24th late night. So from the 23rd to the 24th in Leo, and then go into Virgo together. So this is what is the week looking like. So there can be that you have to make certain important decisions this time. And there are certain new beginnings also coming our way because there is a new moon that we are heading to. So the best remedy I can give you this week is stay calm in relationships. Do not get carried away. Be more receptive to people, because there can be that, you get carried away, make wrong choices, wrong decisions. I want to marry this person only, or I want to be with this person only. These kind of energies will be, seen too much. Also, you will be very calculated. You have that calculated approach towards doing things, very meticulous. And see, at times being practical helps, but what about the emotional aspect of you? So don't give up on that angle of yours, that aspect of yours. Pay attention, form that kind of equilibrium. There is another remedy that I can give you is that try to, propitiate Goddess Durga during this week. Also, this is a Mahalaya. Mahalaya means Sarvapitri. You should perform something like you can give donations in the name of your ancestors, the departed souls, or you can also do the Tharpana. That activity, I am helping everybody, whosoever is coming to my team, they are helping them out. If at all there is some goof up, please forgive us, because these are all selfless services and we are spending a lot of time on all this, not making a single penny out of it, just for our own this thing we are doing it. So please bear with us if there are some goof ups or there are some delays, or there are timing issues. So please bear with my team. They're really very helpful and they're really working really hard. Okay, so this is what the week looks like. So let's dive deep into the predictive as per your Ascendant, Moon, and the Dasha Lord, where the Dasha Lord sign is. Okay. So for Aries, this week, Moon is going to be transiting through. Before going into that, sorry about this, let me just share one more thing I missed out. Moon is going to be transiting through the 7 nakshatras: Punarvasu, Pushya, Ashalesha, Magha, Purva Falguni, Uttara Falguni, and Hasta. Now, during this week, you can perform certain activities, which you can, like do it on the certain dates. So just avoid any kind of legal battles on the 19th and half day till the 20th. Okay. If you want to do something new, if you want some new beginnings. So on the 21st, this is a beautiful day for performing any kind of activities, rituals, something to do with nurturing activities. Avoid 22nd for initiating anything because it's an Ashalesha Nakshatra, anything new, wearing new clothes, jewelry and all, avoid. Magha Nakshatra on the 23rd, so you can honor the ancestors during this day and avoid buying some electronic gadgets, avoid. Or maybe you're just working on some project, innovation is required, so just avoid. On the 24th, you can just relax. Try to go back and see what all has happened, the whole week long. How was that week? What all did you do? So this is also going to be like, when we rejuvenate, we are actually coming back in power in a way. So you will feel quite powerful. You will feel quite energetic. Take a little bit, take a break. This is something which you have to do during this time. 25th, you can, if you want to get into any kind of relationship, you want to initiate any relationship, it's a good date. And you want to wear new garments or jewelry or anything, you want to take a trip for, just relaxing, you can do that as well on the 25th. Avoid any kind of legal battles or competition or confrontations, student native especially. Lastly, but not the least, 26th is the day when moon will be in Hasta, its own nakshatra. This is a very good time for traveling. In case you have to plan any journeys, you should be doing that this time. Mercury is retrograde though, so I'm not, in case you have to, you can't help it, then you should be taking up the 26th for that. Avoid any night activities, sexual acts or anything, to do with the rituals that you're doing in the night. So that's something you have to make a note of. Now let's move into the predictive Aries people first. For Aries, moon is going to be transiting through three signs of Gemini, Cancer, and Leo this week. And you are going to be feeling quite charged up because you are communicative. Communication is the key. Whatever you have decided, things are going to happen now. Whatever you have planned, things are going to move in that direction. Just follow a strict regime. Just follow some diet, which, helps you, maybe, your stomach or anything related to your lungs area that can come up this week. So take care of that. Take the help of your mother, be at home, do things to relax also. In case you are planning any journeys, any travels, you can be doing that as well. But you have to understand that whatever you do, you have to be very careful in your planning, in the matters related to your health. Starting any kind of medical treatment, you can do so as well during this week. I've mentioned about the nakshatras. Please go back and hear those as well. I've given the remedies also in the initial summary part that will help you as well. So your positive energy this week is communication, relaxation, and also forming a connectivity with your home environment, children, romance. You have some positive thoughts and you're going to be enjoying the fun activities as well. All right. So this is a very strong week for procreation, for luck, speculation, in case you want to get into some kind of fun excitement you're looking forward to. Just remember that you should not forget your duties. Do not get carried away. There is a possibility that you go beyond the limits. So that is something you have to be planning. This is a live session, but not question and answer sessions. I'm just taking up the predictive about the weeklies. That is week 39 of the year 2022. So for Taurus natives, this week is actually full of excitement. Maybe, you're going to be working through your financials. You're thinking of growth. You're thinking of meeting more people, communicating your mind, saying things about what you can do about, your financials. You're already into that, zone, already in that rhythm you are, where you are working through the financials. But at the same time, you can be extravagant. Just lie low. Do not get carried away in your expenses. This can be like, you are very overly hungry and you're just, overfeeding yourself. So do not get too extravagant. Too much of spending of money can happen also. Maybe some uncalled for expenditures can also take place. But at the same time, you do have that free will. You can just, handle everything well. Mercury is also changing nakshatra. So is, Mars. So you will have a lot of aggression and energy in you. So channelize this week that energy towards positive, towards growth. In case you are feeling stagnant and stuck, there will be some movement. This is the week when you will start feeling those energies even more, where you feel that you have that potential. You start coming to the terms with people. You have to stay calm. At the same time, don't let your aggression calm down. Don't let that aggression fizzle out. People then take advantage out of you. There can be that you are planning to buy some property, sell off the property and buy a new one. All that is also coming your way. You're going to be starting some new education in case you have to do something which is going to give you some kind of acquiring of knowledge. That is also quite likely. Refrain from appearing scattered, because people will then, take you for granted or take you for a ride. So that you have to be extra careful about. And also, in case you want to change the place, buy a vehicle, all that you can do during this week as well. And there are certain private thoughts that you really need to connect with, because you need to grow. When you just introspect, what happens? You actually are understanding yourself better. So where you are lacking, what is the area that you need to work on? All that you will be actually focusing on even more during this week. You will be getting very moody also, but avoid cultivating your too much of aggression on others. Do not just get carried away in your relationship and propose a wrong person in impulse. Don't do that during this week. Overall, it's a very good time. In case you are thinking of travel plans, you can be doing that as well. You can plan, but you should try traveling during the Mercury, which when it gets direct. There is a Mahalaya, that is a new moon, new beginnings, which is happening in your fifth house, in new moon in Leo, in Virgo sign, in Uttara Phalguni Nakshatra, starts on the 25th of September. So this is a beautiful time to initiate things, to be more creative. The creativity levels are going to be very, very strong, and that will give you the soul satisfaction. So enjoy this week. It is going to be a very positive week ahead for sure. Gemini natives, this week moon is going to be in your first, oh, sorry. One sec. For Gemini natives, moon is going to be in your first, second, and third houses. And you will be actually focused more on your looks, on your thought process, and on the people on the whole. What exactly are the others perceiving you as? You are more focused on your behavior, your self-awareness, your self-discovery. You're going to be actually focusing more on how you can improvise on the behavior of yours. This is going to be giving you that egoistic clashes also, ego clashes, as well as some fickle-mindedness. You will feel that, you are in a fix in a way. You want to do this, you want to do the other thing. Third thought would be, no, I should do something else. So that is something which is going to be a confused state of mind during this time. Your emotions will be right on the surface. You may feel more vulnerable during this time. Try to take things light, not too seriously. Okay, your mood is very changeable, fickle, and you're worried about your own looks, maybe. All right. And also there can be that your mood is not acceptable by others. You're not able to do things the way you have planned, but at the same time, you will be getting that chance to understand yourself better. Where do you stand? What is the status? All right. And also it is going to be giving you a concern about your money matters, possessions, personal resources. You're going to be more focused on the financial aspect. It can also lead to too much of expenditures. You can go extravagant. So just cut down on your expenses during this week. This is also going to be bringing about some impact of your siblings on you. Maybe, they're going to be influencing you this week, or you're going to be connecting with them more often, your neighbors, your siblings, your peers. You're going to be having a lot of communication as well. Maybe you are just going on writing or, making a presentation or preparing for some debate or some kind of lecture that you have to deliver. All that is quite likely. Or maybe you're going to be selling off your property and you're going to be doing some documentation work. All right. So this week looks like a very strong week to get connected with your inner circle. So in case you have been away, maybe you're traveling and now you've come back home, or you can also start some new education. This is a very positive time for for your feelings to be respected by others also. This is a favorable time to understand the inner world of yours. Okay. And you have to be more nurturing. If you want this week to be an amazing week, you should be doing that. Do not get carried away in any kind of legal battle. Legal battle will be difficult for you. Love relationship also is little difficult for you. You feel quite detached. All right. But at the same time, you have two planets which are in the Kendra. So they're very strongly placed here. There's a Hamsa Yoga, there's a Bhadra Yoga, and then there will be a Neechabhanga Yoga also when Venus enters this zone. So very powerful energy. Rahu, Ketu are going to be changing the Navamsa, Virgo, and Pisces Navamsa. So you have to be making some changes at your home front. There can be that you feel quite detached from your work, you feel quite bored and you feel that, no, I don't want to do this. I'm done with this. All right. So all those will be there on your mind and you will be having a lot of thoughts as well coming in this week. So make sure that you keep the fine ones and discard the negative ones. All right. Excuse me. Cancer natives, this week is about nurturing yourself, rejuvenating yourself. That's how it starts. You have to focus on the underlying impact of things around you. You have to get connected with your own self, your spiritual path. You will get that chance to deal with the health issues that you're going through. There are certain hidden problems. There are certain secrets that can be revealed, or you'll be actually working through them. Maybe you want to cover up. You don't want anybody to know the secret behind what you're doing. And this is also about hospitals, about restrictions, prisons. So maybe, there are certain people who are actually, trapping you. It's a trap. They're just trying to frame you. So be careful about that as well. Don't fall prey to the news or any kind of drama which is happening around you. So just avoid getting into all that as well. And what is the best part? That you are going to be very emotional, you're going to be very empathetic, and you are going to be healing yourself and others as well. You've seen an accident happening in front of you, so you're disturbed. Maybe you're disturbed during this time. And also in the middle of the week, you will be having a focus and attention on your appearance, on your looks, how you can improvise on your looks, how you can look good. Or maybe you are going to be little fickle-minded, and there can be some wavery-mindedly making decisions. You can make some wrong decisions also. So make sure that your head is in the center, your mind is working fine. Pay attention to the thoughts that you're actually getting again and again. So that is going to be giving you some kind of clarity also by the end of the day. You have to change your behavior. There has to be a behavioral pattern which is requiring to, focus on change. Also, quite likely that you'll be traveling, planning your travel plans. You're going to be meeting new people, people who are going to be actually, giving you that kind of, you might have that kind of connectivity with people. Very strong bonding can happen also. There is a possibility of starting new studies, new education, going overseas. Also, communication is the key. You are going to be communicating healthily. And in case you are in a relationship, you're going to be planning something really important. Maybe you are going to be proposing that person you have been planning to from a long, long time. All right. So this is a very positive week. At the same time, there are certain decisions which are lying pending that you have to make those kind of choices. Money matters are going to get sorted. You're going to be making a lot of money also. Those things are definitely positive. All right. Take care of your health. Coming to the next one, that is, sorry, Leo. For Leo people, this transit, this week, we have a lot of options opening up. Now you have to pick and choose what you want. Property related, job related, education related, travels related, or maybe insurance, other people's money, resources. You are focused on many things. You're going to be taking help of your friends, the circle you move around in, they're going to be supportive of you. And that is going to give you a lot of options, and you're going to be maybe, seeking help of the experts in making decisions. Some good news will be coming your way in case you have to start your own business, startup. So you can be thinking and contemplating on that as well. You're just thinking it loud. Okay, I can do this, I can do that. All those energies are actually very powerful. And you should be more involved in the group activities rather than going solo. You should make a team, and be the leader. Just give the team members that kind of inspiration where, you can actually highlight their positives. So take the help of others and just push them to do things where you all can grow. All right. It is the time to focus on your own latent energies also. Work through that. You have those powers which you are not utilizing. They're underrated, they're underutilized. So make the best use of. Maybe, you're going to be appearing for a meeting, you're going to be meeting foreigners this week, or maybe you are going to be working on some project as well, some new project coming your way. There is a new moon in your second house, new beginnings. You're going to be planning everything very meticulously about your financials. And it can also be that you're spending a lot of money on the things that you really don't need. So avoid. There is a possibility that you're going to be actually, you require that kind of help from the people who are experts. Then only make decisions. And competition success coming your way for the, as far as your as your health is concerned, you have to be little extra careful, little tight. Take yourself to that doctor that you have been thinking of going to. But at the same time, you're going to be getting that cure, healing impact is also going to be felt. All right. So take care and plan your journeys well in advance. All right. Coming to the next one, that is Virgo. So for Virgo natives this week, you are going to be feeling the energies at the workplace a lot. What kind of energies? People are going to be acknowledging you. There can be extremes. Some people will be just not bothered about your achievements. They will just not even congratulate you. You are going to be having a lot of, because of that, you will feel a little low also, that you've done so much. Then what happens? Half the team is congratulating you and the others are not. You're focused more on your service, on your relationship with your employer, and you're going to be putting a lot of hard work as well. And this is also the time that you should be more mothering to your own self. The moment you are focused on your own self, you are helping others as well, because you're healing yourself. You are actually on that zone where you are going to be starting something new now, starting something new which is going to take you a level up. So career, vocation, or any kind of accomplishment, reputation, all that is going to get triggered up as well. And you will be recognized. Ultimately, you will be recognized. This is a time to lay the foundations, and you will definitely be successful. Whatever is your your stature, maybe you are a leader or you're an authoritative figure. So avoid being dictatorial. You can go a little overboard in your, bossy nature of yours. So learn to communicate and listen to others also. Also, this is going to be a very good time to get connected with your friends, groups, some group activities. Hopes and wishes is coming your way. You will get connected with your old friends. And also, there's a likelihood that you will be visiting a religious place, irrespective of the system of astrology. It can be any religion, any religious place you can be visiting. Also, it can lead to some kind of spiritual path. You will be taking some kind of spiritual path as well this week. So in case you want to make any kind of decisions related to your hidden tasks, some secrets, be careful, that can come into limelight also. So all that you have to be a little extra careful, but otherwise it's a very beautiful time to start something new or work on how you can grow. All right. And children are going to be feeling good. They're going to be working really hard, and it's going to be paid off as well. In case you want to go and study overseas somewhere, you're planning already. So this is a very positive week to lay those kind of foundations. All right. Property related issues definitely are going to get sorted, but don't get carried away and, get into the legal battle. That is not going to be very favorable. All right. Coming to the next one, that is Libra. So for Libra natives, Moon is going to be in your 9th, 10th, and 11th houses. And here you will be focused on the bigger picture now. You're not at all bothered about the immediate future. You are now looking at this particular, work, or you can say anything that you are doing, or your own personality is going to change. It's not that it's a moon doesn't have the potency to make major changes, but yes, moon has to trigger it. Moon has the capacity to trigger things. So maybe you will be meeting people who are more knowledgeable during this week. This week you will be getting that kind of highlighted viewpoint, and you will be more into the activities where you can learn more. Okay, so you should maybe plan your journeys in case you want to go in for education, in case you want to go in for a change in your job. You can apply that as well, but yes, wait for Mercury to get direct. I always say that. In the Kendra, you have too many planets, and Rahu and Ketu are going to be in the 6 and 12 axis. So you must take care of your health. Okay. And then everything will be sorted out. Coming to the next one, that is Scorpio. All right. For Scorpio natives, Moon is going to be in your 8th house to start with. See, 8th house transit, whenever people think of, oh, it's going to be death, it's going to be rebirth, or it's going to be like, mysterious house, all that comes to your mind. But you must understand that this is the time to let go. When Moon transits the 8th house, this is the time to let go of the past baggage that you're carrying from a long, long time. Also, you can have some issues related to your physical life and related to your legacies, or maybe you're changing your residence. So this is something which this will trigger up. Maybe this week it is going to happen, or maybe next week, because both are showing some kind of change. So anyways, this is a very beautiful time. Make the best use of, in case you want to go in for some adventure, if you want to do something which enhances you as a person, you can be going in for that as well. All right. You can take your family out for camping, maybe, take a break. So all that is quite possible this week. All right. And you have to connect with the co-workers. Really very important, because you are not paying much attention. You're thinking of doing things yourself. Everything I am going to do everything myself. I am not going to seek help or advice from others. So that will lead to fall. the pride leads to fall. Imagine you're thinking anything which is like, leading to big goof ups. So just make sure that you take the help of the surroundings you are with, people you are mixing with. That is going to balance things out. It can otherwise lead to, because Mercury is retrograde also. So maybe some clash with your friend will happen and your mood is off, and you will, in that mood only, you will do something in impulse. So do not at any cost, do not get carried away. You can lead to some problems from the outsiders or even your own people. They can backstab you. So make sure that you take care of yourself and your health. All right. So this is what the week looks like for student natives. Positive week, very positive week for new events happening, religious ceremonies. This is a beautiful time. All right. And Venus will also be transiting through the 11th house. Coming to the next one, that is Sagittarius. Okay. So for Sagittarius natives, the moon is going to be in the 7th, 8th, and 9th houses. So this means that you're going to be having a lot of, inclination towards relationship, friendship, and you want to start something new also, marriage partner, business partner. This is also the joint endeavors, how people look at you, the social concerns. And also this will give you too much of pampering others, pampering yourself. You're focused, you're fickle minded also during this time. And the best is to avoid getting too attached to people, too much into their lives. You have to refrain from that. Only then you will feel that things are better now. Because, people generally, they are your close friends, everything is fine. But, you tend to knowingly, unknowingly, you're just not crossing that line. So that you have to put extra effort yourself. Okay. Also, this is the time when you can maybe rediscover yourself. Once you rediscover yourself, you will get to know what's happening in your life, how you are not able to save the money matters, or maybe, your possessions, you have to let go. You have to understand what is the meaning of death and rebirth, because this is a transformative sign where moon will be transiting in the 8th house. So you will be very emotional. You will be very, very attached to everybody around you at this time, during this time as well. But you must seek help and advice as to how you can, work on your financials. And I'm sure there are people waiting for you. If you just give your hand, they will definitely take it and help you. Take that. But in relationship, be extra careful, be extra cautious whenever you have to initiate anything. Rahu energy is going to bring it down. So make sure that you are in the right space. Also, there can be that you are very protective about your partner and you're thinking of taking that partner out for dinner. It is, after all, such a, you have been going through a lot of struggles you have had, in the past. So now is the time you will get relief. And at the same time, there can be that you are very mothering kind, very nurturing kind to your partner as well, or to your mother, okay, to your children as well. And during the end of this week, we are heading to a new moon also. So what I can suggest, I can request you to do is donate something in whites. Donate something in whites. Because it's the 8th Lord Moon I'm giving the remedy for. So once you start donating something in white, you will feel better. Okay, be it on the like a weekday, or maybe you can do it on a weekend. So it's all up to you. It's about the faith. So there are n number of things which will come up, ma'am. What color? What should we donate? Where should we donate? All that will start, I know, in the comment section. So you can give it to the priest. If you want to give it, you should give it to the priest. He will just organize, and maybe, they are making big kitchens are there. So maybe he will give it there, because there is a organization, where I'm also connected. So anyways, we'll discuss about it later. So this is the week looking like. So plan your journeys well. In case you have any kind of university, taking your partner out for dinner, you can do it by the end of the week. All right, coming to the next one, that is Capricorn. So for Capricorn natives, you have to start your week with the fitness regime. Like you have to decide now, no, enough. I have done enough damage. Now I want to do things for myself in such a manner where I grow mentally as well as physically. All right. Venus is also coming out of your 8th house. Things are getting better. You're going to be feeling much energetic because your yoga karagraha is going to be in the trine, though it is debilitating, but there is a Mercury waiting for this. So there's a Neechabhanga forming. Neechabhanga means that you will have a lot of courage, you will feel good about yourself, you will talk to people, communication. In case you are not till now, you will start getting into that zone where you are more into calculations, more talking, more of work. So all that is because of the combinations right now. You have in the Kendra Rahu, Saturn, and Ketu, Rahu, Saturn, Ketu, which is not considered to be that great for your professional career growth. So you have to make sure that you do not quit your job, because once you quit your job, then there is a difficult situation where you can be going a little, haywire, and it can backfire also. So that you have to be extra careful about. All right. The remedies I've given in the initial summary part and the dates and all. Simultaneously, I'm giving you a few dates and what festivals we are heading to. So that's very important. So if you don't have your own father or your father's father, so you should not be doing the Tharpana. All right. So that's something which you have to be aware of as well. Okay. Coming to the next one, that is Aquarius. For Aquarius, this moon is going to be in your 5th, 6th, and 7th houses. Good time for romance, sexual satisfaction will be there. You will be meeting people, discussing about your financials, and you are feeling a little tied up also. Maybe there is a lot of work. The workload is increasing, so you're not even able to find time to eat on time. That you have to take care of. Do not get carried away so much that you lose out on your personal relationship and personal life. All right. You are focused on your health. By the middle of the week, definitely you're going to be focused on your health. You're going to be thinking of growth. There can be purchases of land, property, relationship. You can start a relationship also, quite likely. And in case you have any kind of inheritance you have to work through, so this you have to just keep it on the side, because there is lack of success which is possible. So take care of all these Muhurtas also. You must take care, whenever you're starting anything auspicious, anything new, you should seek help and do the Muhurta thing. All right. So this is a good time. This is a good week for starting some new startups or anything to do with your communication. Also, when you're doing any kind of communication, writing an email, social media, anything to do with that, be careful. You can start it, but it can lead to confusion also. There can be that you have to redo things. Rahu is in the 3rd house of communication. Take care of your speech related matters, thyroid, or maybe, you can have some dental problems. Take care of all that. Okay. Study wise, definitely a very positive week. Study well, learn more. Coming to the last sign, that is Pisces. For Pisces natives, this week, moon is going to be in your in your 4th, 5th, and 6th houses. So this will give you a lot of comfort. You're going to be having fun activities at home. You're going to be doing things to nurture others. Maybe you're going to be redecorating your place. You're going to be learning some healing activities yourself. Nowadays, people are just in a few days' time, they become healers. I have no idea how, but that is something which I'm listening a lot, because this is an era where, people are more inclined towards the occult sciences. They want to acquire more knowledge, do things. When if I talk about myself, I have not got into astrology because I was suffering. It's because I had passion. There are people who suffered during COVID and they became wonderful astrologers overnight. And I don't know how that happens, but it has happened. Sadly, it has happened. So please, I request you don't fall prey to the chatpat astrology, okay? The quick bits, as we say. Otherwise, seeking help and advice from those kind of astrologers will lead to fall, will lead to a lot of problems, because no knowledge is very, very dangerous. And I will not even call little knowledge, because I address myself as a student of astrology, wherein I feel that I have a very, very little knowledge in 28 years. Being a Jyotish Acharya, I don't think that I am knowledgeable enough. And I request you all to do the research. Do the research. If you do the research, you will definitely get better. Okay. Once you do the research, you are going to be actually feeling better, like in a particular subject. And for you, especially for Pisces natives, this is going to give you that chance also. Ketu is there can you see? It's in the 8th house. Ketu is suddenness. Suddenly you will feel that, things have started to move now. Suddenly you will feel that there are hindrances coming in. You're doing some bigger projects, hindrances come in. All right. So sorry about the Pisces natives. This Rahu Ketu are going to be in the Navamsa. I said in D9, they're going to be in Virgo and Pisces. So Pisces people, you have to be very careful, about your belongings, about your nature, about your persona, suddenness, there can be fickle-mindedness also. You might just switch from a particular, job you're in to another job, or maybe, you just switch from the mental setup also, you change. Okay, because of the external forces, of course. All right, so a lot of talking about Pisces and the other things. But make sure that you take the help of the experts if you are deciding about any major investments. This is not the time. But yes, you can propose to the person, you can start something new. If you want to do things where you have to start your healing, or, taking a treatment from the doctor, fitness regime, dietitian, you want to go to, all that you can do during this week. This is a very positive week for that reason. And I've given the activities related to your, nakshatras. The nakshatra-based activities, you must go and listen to the summary part there. You will get a lot of clarity also. All right. And have a great week ahead. And please perform the rituals well. This is the ancestral fortnight, which is coming to an end on the 25th. So please do the Mahalaya. If you can perform some rituals, activities during that time, it will be really wonderful. The blessings of the departed souls will come to you thousand times more. All right. Thank you so much, and stay blessed, everyone. Have a great week ahead. Om Tat Sat.